Hey, yo, how are you going? It's good to see you back. Today, I'm going to give you 5 top reasons why you should travel to Tenerife in 2021. Number 1, the location. Tenerife is part of a Spanish island group right in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, next to Africa, below Morocco. So this whole island is actually just a huge volcano which is called El Teide, and you can go up there and you can look over the ocean and you can see some of the neighbor islands, which is crazy and amazing and stunning. And I also think it's a pretty cool thought that when you walk along the cliffs and you see all these volcanic stones and you think, oh my god, I'm walking on dried lava here, what the? Also, there are no predators or dangerous animals or extremely toxic plants here, so you don't need to be scared when you take off into the nature, go for hikes, go sleep in the wild. You don't have to worry about anything at all. Number 2, the climate. It is basically warm all year long. Even in winter, I think it's between like 15 and 20 degrees, and in summer it can be like between 25 and 35 degrees, which is awesome because you still have this feeling of seasons and change, but it's not extremely cold in winter and unbearably hot in summer. And also, if it gets too hot down by the beach, you can always go up the mountain where it's gonna be cooler for sure, always. The weather is also pretty crazy here, which is amazing because it never gets boring. It literally feels like there are 4 seasons in one day. It can be quite chilly in the morning, and in the afternoon you can lie on the beach, get a new sunburn or a tan for the people who do get tans, and in the afternoon it can storm and rain, and then the next morning you see snow on the mountain. It's very special. And also, there's a huge difference between the north and the south of the island. In the north, it's more like a tropical feeling. It rains a lot more, and in the south, you have these nice beaches where lots of tourists come to go surfing and lie on the beach and have this real summer holiday feeling. Number 3, affordability. It is not expensive to come to Tenerife. I think it's around 50 to 60 to 70 euros to come here from Europe, and it's like 140 euros to get here and back, luggage excluded, but I think that's still like a pretty good price, and it's a 5.5-hour flight. So that's a pretty good deal, I think. Also, the car rentals are really cheap at the moment because there are not a lot of tourists here right now. You get cars for much cheaper than you usually would. I had a friend who rented a Polo for 2 weeks and paid 75 euros. For 2 weeks, so I would definitely recommend that. It is a little more difficult when you're under 25, like me. That's why I had to pay a lot more. But if you have a driver's license for at least 5 years and you're over 25 years old, that's no problem at all. And you can literally get a car for around 6 euros a day, which is really good. Also, there are a lot of Airbnbs and workaway places, and also apartments for rent and rooms for rent, and they're not as expensive as I thought they were. For example, I paid 350 euros all inclusive for a room in a whole house with a rooftop and a garden really close to the city, Puerto de la Cruz, right next to the ocean. And I think that's such a good price. Even though Tenerife is technically still Europe, the food and the transportation and everything is not as expensive as in some other European countries, which is really nice because you don't have to worry about money that much. If you're planning to live and work in Tenerife, there are some recommendations I have and some tips and tricks because that's actually what I have been going through, and I am working online now, so if you want me to make a video about that, just let me know. Number 4, accessibility. You can literally get around here so easily. I think the bus connections are very well organized. You can get to any place of the island. It does take you a lot longer with the buses than with a car, but I think it's still a pretty good option because there's even a bus going up the Teide if you want to check out the volcano on the weekend. It's quite useful to have a car, but it's not necessary. Also, you can pretty much have any kind of vacation, stay, trip, adventure that you want. You can stay in a luxury hotel in the south and just enjoy the beautiful summer California beach vibes, or you can go to the north and actually have like this more tropical experience, stay in an Airbnb. A friend of mine actually just opened one which looks amazing. I'm gonna put a picture right here. It has lots of rooms, it looks amazing, and it's like the view, oh my god. There is everything everything you need here. You can go shopping, or you can stay in a little finca with some hippies in the mountainside. There is literally something for everybody. Also attractions, there's Loro Parque, which is a big zoo right in Puerto, and there's some nice parks and places and viewpoints to visit, so there's a lot to do, a lot to see, and a lot to experience. Number 5, and that is my main point, the people. The people are so lovely here, so beautiful. I met so many great, inspiring, and beautiful people here. I had such great conversations, locals and travelers alike. I feel like this whole island is just a big community, and everyone's in the same boat. You're all stuck on this island in this paradise, and everyone's just trying to live their life as comfortably as possible. And even though Tenerife is technically still part of Europe, it doesn't really feel like it, because there are a lot of people from South America, all different types of foods and music and cultures coming together. It really feels like a little bubble. There's also Canarian culture, definitely. For example, guachinches. Oh my god, I love guachinches. They're delicious. The food is so good, and I'm going to one again tomorrow night, and I'm really excited. But yeah, all in all, I can say I love this island and I love its people, and I can only recommend it to anyone who is up for an adventure, who would like to experience what it's like to live on an island. If you have watched until now, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it, and that was it for me. I hope you're having a good evening, and I guess I'll see you soon. Bye. Mwah.